Look at the first question, all of you. X and Y are 2 points in a river. Point P and Q divide the straight line X and Y into 3 equal parts. The river flows along XY. Find the time taken by boat to row from X to Q and from Y to Q are in the ratio 4:5. The ratio of the speed of the boat downstream, that of the river, the river current is equals to. So he's asking you what downstream to the river current. Okay, downstream means X plus Y, river current means Y. Okay, see again, he is giving you 2 points X and Y. What are the 2 points between P and Q? So PQ divides the straight line X into Y, X and Y in how many equal parts? 3 equal parts, which means the distance L, distance L, distance L, right? Here downstream, here upstream. Is that clear? The river flows along XY. That is the reason from left to right, downstream, from Y to X, upstream, right? So he gives you the river flows along XY and the time taken by boat to row X to Q and from Y to Q are in the ratio of 4:5. What do you mean by time? Time is distance by speed. X to Q, what is the distance? 2L. What is the speed? X plus Y. Can you tell me Y to Q, what is the distance? Now it becomes divided. Therefore, I'll take the distance in the denominator. What is the speed? X minus Y in the numerator. What is the timing ratio? 4:5. T1 by T2, I'm taking it as what? D1 by S1 divided by D2 by S2. D2 by S2 means S2 by D2. I hope it is clear. LL cancel. Can you tell me what is X minus Y by X plus Y? Two by 5. What is X by Y? 7 by 3. Yes or no? X plus Y is 5. X minus Y is 2. Do comparendo and dividendo, you will get X plus Y by X minus Y is equals to 2 by 5. 5 by 2 means X by Y is equals to 5 plus 2 is 7. 5 minus 2 is 3. Now what is he asking you? He is asking you the ratio of the speed of the boat downstream. Downstream means 10 X plus Y divided by stream, that is Y. Then what is the answer? 10 by 3. So this is 7 by 3. This becomes 10 by 3. So the answer is 10:3. A 240-meter long train overtakes a man walking at 6 km/h in the same direction in 9 seconds. Man is walking in the same direction. Okay. Train speed of train, if I take it as S, same direction means the relative speed is S minus 6. How many meter long? 240 meter long. How many seconds? 9. Meter per second, how do I convert it into km/h? 18 by 5. 5 ones are 9 ones are 9 twos are. Okay, multiplied with 2 and 2, I'll be getting 96. Then can you tell me what is the speed of train? 102. It is in terms of kilometers per hour. How much time will it take to pass 372-meter long tunnel with the same speed? Now the same speed with what? Okay, how many long? 372 plus what? 240. How much it is? 612 with what speed? 102 km/h converted into meter per second. 18 goes up. 1s are 6 are. Instead of dividing it by 5, I usually multiply it by 2. 12 into 18 is 216 divided by 10. Can you tell me how many seconds it takes? 21.6 seconds. time to cross the tunnel. When it crosses the tunnel, it is also crossing itself. So it should be very quick in conversion. A train running 40 1/2 km per hour takes 24 seconds to cross a pole. Okay. Now tell me, what is the speed? 40 1/2 kilometers per hour. And what is the length of the train? Can I say it is 81/2? First, how do I convert it into meter per second? 5/18. This is the speed. What is our time? 24 is the time. Now, what is the length of the train? 9 9s are 9 2s are 4 1s are 6. Can I say the length of train is how much? 270. So in 24 seconds, train actually covers a distance of how many meters? 270. How much time will it take to pass a 450 long bridge? So obviously 450 long bridge means you need to also calculate the length of train. If I calculate the length of train, how much it is? Or else just take 450 also fine. So even if you take 450, can I divide it by, yeah, it is multiple of 90. So I'll divide it by 3. 8 seconds it takes to cross 90. Therefore, 400, it takes how many? 40 seconds. 40 seconds to 400 itself is 24. Put together, 64. Or else directly you can do 450 plus 270, that is 810. That is also fine. The train is to cover 370 kilometers at uniform speed. After running 100 kilometers, a train could run at a speed of 5 kilometers per hour less than its normal speed due to some technical fault. So how much is done now? 100 is already done, right? So if 100 is done, then how much is left? 270 is left. Now you are reducing your speed by how much? 5 kilometers per hour. If you reduce your speed, what happens to the time? Obviously, you will take more time. The train got delayed by how much? 36 minutes. What is the normal speed of the train in kilometers per hour? So what is the normal speed of the train in kilometers per hour? You tell me, is it not the difference in speeds clearly given? First speed is s means, the second speed is what? S minus 5. Can you tell me what is the time gap? Time gap is 36 out of 60, which is 3/5. What is the formula for distance and two speeds and time gap is given? I'm writing the formula. Distance is equals to S1 into S2 divided by S1 minus S2 into the time gap. What is the time gap here? 3/5. Tell me what is it? Distance is 270. S into S minus 5 by what? 5 into 3/5. 3 ones are 5. S into S minus 5 is equals to 25 into 90. This 2 you take it here. Can I also write it as 50 into 45? Now compare your LHS and RHS. Tell me the value of S. S is equals to 50 kilometer per. So whenever this is actually you need to solve a quadratic equation. How do you avoid solving a quadratic equation? Try to express the right hand side product in terms of product of two numbers which differ by how much? Which differ by 5. So factorize and find out in which the product of two numbers differ by 5 there. So how can I express it? 50 into 45. Now S is 50, then S minus 5 is 45. So answer is 50. Otherwise, you can substitute it from the options. If you are unable to guess it, just substitute it from the option. Copy there. Train runs first 75 kilometers at a certain uniform speed and the next 90 kilometers at an average speed of 10 kilometers per hour, more than the normal speed. If it takes 3 hours to complete the journey, then what time will it take to cover 300 kilometers with the normal speed? All right. What is time 1 plus time 2 put together? 3 hours. What is time 1? 75 kilometers with the normal speed S. What is time 2? 90 kilometers with the with the speed which is 10 kilometers per hour more. If you solve it, you'll get a quadratic equation, but I want to avoid quadratic equation. You take value of x, value of s in such a manner that it should have a common factor with 75. And s plus 10 should be divisible. Okay, I have a common factor with 90. I usually think of multiple of 25 because it's very easy to cancel 75, right? So I'll take 25 first. In my mind, if I take 25, 75 by 25, then and there itself you're getting 3. So I need to take a number which is bigger than 25. So try substituting 50. If I try substituting 50, that is purely trial and error. If I substitute 50, what is 75 by 50? 1.5. What is 90 by 60? 90 by 60 is also 3 by 2, which is 1.5. 1.5 plus 1.5 is 3 hours. If you are unable to do in this manner, then you have to solve a quadratic equation itself. Understood? Now, what is the speed in this case? The speed is 50. Okay. Obviously, what is time? 300 by 50. It takes how many hours? 6 hours. It need bit practice. Okay. And basic understanding of numbers. The moment you look at 75 and 90, but you need to take the value of s. S should divide 75. S plus 10 should divide 90. So what number you take it? Obviously, you will take 50. If you cannot solve in this manner also, you can do it. Not to worry. In that case, you need to factorize it. Like quadratic equation, you will get it. You need to do it by using the factorization. The train leaves the station A at 8 a.m. and reaches station B at 12 noon. A car leaves station B at 8:30 and reaches station A at the same time when the train reaches station A at the same time when the train reaches station B, when the first train reaches station B, right? At what time do they meet? So indirectly is telling you train starts at 8 o'clock. It reaches the station B at what time? 12. Car starts at 8:30. It also reaches station A at what time? 12 only, right? Tell me time taken by train. Time taken by train is 4 hours, whereas time taken by train, time taken by car is 3.5 or 7 by 2 hours, right? Tell me any number which is a multiple of 4 and 7. 28. You can actually take 28, okay? But let's take a round figure, take 280 for your understanding purpose. Let's understand that the distance between the two stations is 280. This is the distance between A and B. Can you tell me what is speed of train? It reaches in 4 hours means 70. Speed of car? 80. Because 280 by 4 is what? 70. 280 by 7 by 2. How much it is? 80. That's how we have taken it. Now tell me, when, okay, in half an hour train travels how much distance? At 8:30 train will be at 35. Already it must have traveled 35 kilometers. The remaining distance is only 245 kilometers. How much time it takes for them to meet? The distance is 245. The relative speed is 150. Can I say so? Okay. The distance traveled is how much? Distance traveled, okay, distance between them is 245. And what is the relative speed? 70 plus 80, 150. If you want to convert it into minutes, you can convert, or else convert, okay, cancel it in what? 5 table. 5 30 is a 5. 49, right? So you can say they are in the opposite direction, right? That is the reason you have added. So I'm asking you, when do they meet? So when do they meet means distance by relative speed, you will take it. How do I write 49 by, okay, sorry, 49 by 31? Remaining is how much? 19 by 30. So I'll take 1 hour, convert it into minutes. So into 60, if I do, how many minutes it takes? 38 minutes it takes. From what time it will take 1 hour 38? From 8:30. From 8:30, if you add 1 hour 38 minutes, it is 10 o'clock, 8 minutes. Okay. To put it simply, first 280. The moment it is 280, it is 70 and 80. We know the relative speed is 150. But first half an hour, it already traveled 35. So remaining is how much? 245. That's all it takes from 8:30. Maybe when you are doing it initially, you need step by step. But when you are doing it in the exam, all it comes to your mind is that 70 and 80, 150 is your relative speed. The distance between them, first half an hour is gone. So don't count that half an hour distance. So only 245 kilometers is there. So 245 divided by 150. So calculate that time and add it to 8:30. Okay. The boat goes 27 kilometers upstream and 33 kilometers downstream in 6 hours. How do we write it? 27 upstream, 33 downstream. DS or US, it doesn't matter. 6. In the same time, it can go 36 kilometers upstream plus 22 kilometers downstream. How much? In the same time, he said. What comes to your mind immediately when you look at 33 and 22? By using trial and error method, substitute D is equals to 11. So if it is 11, it is 3, then it is 9. Is it not 4 and 2? So what is U? 9. Is that clear, all of you? How much time it will take? 36 kilometers upstream and 44 kilometers downstream. 4 plus 4. How many hours it takes? 8 hours. Copy that. Is that clear? By giving, okay, by using the given equation, you can find out D is equals to 11, U is equals to 9. After finding that, we are just substituting in what he asked. It takes 8 hours more time taken by B to cover the distance of 160 kilometers. So it takes how much more time? 8 hours more than the time taken by B to cover a distance of 160 kilometers. If A doubles his speed, he takes 3 hours more than B to cover the same distance. Okay, the speed of B. Now I'm asking you, what happens when speed doubles? Speed time, usually time taken by A is T, speed is S. If speed doubles, what happens to the time? Time becomes half. How much is the reduction in time? Reduction in time is T by 2. Time decreased by T by 2. Yes or no? Now look at here. Initially, A used to take 8 hours, more than when compared to B. But now A is taking how many hours? 3 hours more than, okay, 3 hours more than B, which means A reduced how much time? A reduced 5 hours of time. Can we see, okay, can we say so? Yes or no? A reduced how much time? 5 hours of time. So that is in terms of T by 2 is? T by 2 is 5, which means A usually take how many hours? 10 hours. If A usually takes 10 hours, then B usually takes how much time? 8 hours more. A is 8 hours more than B means, okay, B must be 2. 2 plus 8 is 10, right? It is not plus 8. You need to do minus 8. So B usually takes how many hours? Just 2 hours. If B takes 2 hours to cross 160, therefore what is speed of B? Speed of B is 160 divided by 2, 80 kilometers per hour. Okay, two things you must remember. When speed doubles, time becomes half. Time becomes half means time becomes 50%. How much is the reduction in time? 50% only. Yes or no? So 50% of the time you are saving. By looking at the question, you can clearly say you are saving 5 hours. Because earlier you used to take 8 hours more, now you are only taking 3 hours more, which means you reduced your time by 5 hours. So if 50% of time is 5 hours means A usually take 10 hours. If A usually take 10 hours, B takes 5 hours only, 2 hours only. So if B takes 2 hours to cross this 160, obviously what is the speed of B? Speed of B is 80. Very important model. Copy that. A train running at 72 kilometers per hour crosses a pole in 12 seconds. How much time will it take to cross a bridge of 360 meters long? Tell me, 72 kilometers per hour means 20 meters per second. So what is the length of train? 20 meters per second into 20, okay, 12, which means 240 long train, 12 seconds. If 240 is 12, then what is 360? You can just, okay, calculate it. 240 by 2 is 120, or else 240 by 20 is 12. 360 by 20 is 18 seconds. Put together, I want total time. Time is not only 360, 360 with itself. So how many minutes? Okay, how many seconds? See, instead of taking 240 plus 360, 600, I'm taking 360 separately. After getting the time, I'm adding both of them. You understand? If it is crossing a bridge of 360 means it is not only crossing the bridge of 360, it is also crossing itself. A man can row a distance of 8 kilometers downstream in certain time and can row 6 kilometers upstream in the same time. Okay. What is same? Time is same. When time is same is d1 by d2 is equals to, so what is ds by us? Downstream speed by upstream speed is equals to downstream distance and upstream distance, which is x plus y by x minus y is given as, what is x by y? 7 by 1. Anyway, okay, you can say ds by us is 4:3. Now he's asking you if he rows 24 kilometers upstream and the same distance downstream in 1 3/4 hours, then the speed of the current. Speed of the current is y, right? Okay. Assume x is equals to 7s. Then y is equals to simply s. How many kilometers upstream? 24 kilometers upstream, which means 6s. Same distance downstream means 8s. Is equals to how much? 7 by 4, 3. So 7 by s is equals to 7 by 4. Then what is s? 4 kilometers per hour. Akhil takes 30 seconds, okay, 30 minutes extra to cover a distance of 150 meters, 150 kilometers if he drives 10 kilometers per hour slower than his usual speed. How much time he will take to drive 90 kilometers if he drives at 15 kilometers per hour slower than his usual speed? All right. What is the time gap? 30 minutes, okay, or half an hour. What is the distance given? 150. I can take s into s minus 10 divided by 10 into half an hour. 20 into 150. S into s minus 10. Take 3 from this and multiply it with this. 60 into 50 is equals to s into s minus 10. Now, can you tell me what is s? S is 60. If you drive 45 km per hour less, time taken to cover 90 kilometers, 15 km per hour less means directly I am taking it 40. How many hours it takes? 2 hours. Copy that. See how we are using it. We are using the formula distance is equals to s1 s2 by s1 minus s2 into time gap. Suman travels from place x to y. Rekha travels from y to x simultaneously. After meeting on the way, Suman and Rekha reaches y and x in 3 hours 12 minutes and 1 hour 48 minutes respectively. If the speed of Rekha is 9 kilometers per hour, then the speed of Suman. S1 is Suman. Let it be x. What is S2? S2 is Rekha. How many hours? 9 kilometers per hour. What is T1 here? You remember the formula here? S1 by S2 is equals to under root of T2 by T1. After meeting, if they take T1 and T2 hours, the formula of between S1, S2 and T2, T1 is S1 by S2 is equals to T2 by T1. And what is T1? After meeting on the way, Suman and Rekha reaches y and x in 3 hours 12 minutes. 3 hours 12 minutes means 3. 12 by 60 is 1 by 5, which is 16 by 5. What is T2? 1 hour 48, 4 by 5, which is 9 by. S1 by S2 is equals to root over T2 by T1, which is 9 by 16. Because 9 by 5, 16 by 5, 5 anyway cancel. What is x by 9 is equals to 3 by 4. What is x is equals to 27 by 4. 4 6 are 24. 1 by 4 kilometer per hour. (24) 3 by 4. Sorry. There. The train runs with a speed of 72 km per hour. It reaches its destination late by 15 minutes. However, if the speed is 90 km per hour, he is late by only 5 minutes. The correct time to cover the journey in minutes is, you can do it in 2 ways. One way is, we know find out the distance first. Without finding distance also you can do it, but with finding the distance first I'll do it. What is the distance formula? 72 into 90. What is the difference? 18. Time gap 1/6. Because 15 minutes late and 5 minutes late means the time gap is 10 minutes, which is 1/6 of an hour. Is that clear, all of you? 18 ones are 18 fives are 6 ones are 6 12. Distance is 60 kilometers. 60 kilometers, if you travel it with 72 kilometers per hour, you will take 5 by 6 of an hour, which is 50 minutes. 50 minutes is not the correct time. 50 minutes is 15 minutes late. If you reach 15 minutes late, you are taking 50 minutes means usual time is only 35 minutes you have to reach. This is one way, right? Second way, in both the cases, what is same? Distance is same. So you can say S1 T1 is equals to S2 T2. S1 is how much? 72. How many minutes late? 15 minutes late. S2 is what? 90. How many minutes late? 5 minutes. Find out T. I would say 18. 4 the 18. 5. You need to do, I think it is into, yeah. How much how much you'll get? Tell me. For T plus it is in terms of minutes, so T will also be in minutes. 5T plus 25. T is equals to how many minutes? 35 minutes. In copy first this, S1 T1 is equals to S2 T2. After that, you can do it in any way. Sometimes they'll also ask you distance. If the distance is asked, the first method is very, very useful. A takes 2 hours more than B to cover a distance of 40 kilometers. Right? If A doubles his speed, he takes 1.5 hours more than B to cover a distance of 80 kilometers. Here he says 40, here he says 80. To cover a distance of 120 kilometers, how much time will B take traveling at his same speed? First, you need to find out the speed of B. How do I find out speed of B? See, A takes 2 hours more than B to cover a distance of 40. To cover a distance of 40, A takes 2 hours more. To cover a distance of 80 usually takes how much? A takes 4 hours more. Okay, A takes 4 hours more than time of B to cover a distance of 80. Understood? But if A doubles his speed, usually if A doubles his speed, he is taking 1.5 hours more only. Okay, can you tell me, if speed is doubled, time becomes half. Therefore, time of A by 2. How much time it can save? From 4 hours to 1.5 hours more. It is saving 2.5 hours, which is how many hours? This is time saved. Now you tell me, you got time saved. Okay, how much time saved? 5 by 2. Now, what is time taken by A usually? For how much? 80, right? So, time taken by B is 4 hours means just only 1 hour. Because it is not 2 hours, it is actually what? 4 hours for 80. So, if if B covers 80 kilometers in 1 hour, obviously B covers 120 kilometers in 120 by 80, that is 1.5 hour. This is B. B covers 80 kilometers in 1 hour. Obviously 120 kilometers in how many hours? 1.5. Copy that. .5 is 1.5. A boat can go 5 kilometers upstream and 7.5 kilometers downstream in 45 minutes. 5 kilometers upstream, 7.5 kilometers downstream in how many minutes? 45 minutes. It can also go 5 kilometers downstream and 2.5 kilometers upstream. 2.5 kilometers upstream, 5 kilometers downstream in how many minutes? 25 minutes. What happens if I double it? 5 cancel. This is 10, this is 7.5. What is the difference? 2.5 kilometers it can go in how many minutes? 50, 45. With the downstream speed of 5 minutes. How much time will it take to go 6 kilometers downstream? If 2.5 in 5 means double. 6 kilometers, double it. 12 minutes. So it can go 2.5 kilometers downstream in 5 minutes means it will go 6 kilometers downstream in 12 minutes. A boat goes 30 kilometers upstream in 3 hours. What is upstream speed? 10 kilometers per hour. Downstream in 1 hour. What is downstream speed? 30 kilometers per hour. How much time will the boat take to cover 60 kilometers in still water? Can you tell me what is x? 30 plus 10 by 2, which is 20. Therefore, 60 kilometers with the speed of 20 kilometers per hour. How many hours it takes? 3 hours. The boat covers a round trip journey between 2 points A and B in a river in t hours. If the speed of if the speed in still water becomes 2 times, it would take 80 by 161 t hours for the same journey. Find the ratio of its speeds in still water to the speed of river. It is asking you what ratio? X is to Y ratio. The boat covers a round trip journey between 2 points. In what hours? Totally t hours. Can I say distance formula? What is the distance formula we have? Distance is equals to when sum of speeds is given. When sum of speeds is given, what is the distance formula? T1, T2. T1 is, sorry, S1, S2. What is S1? X plus Y into X minus Y. What is the sum of it? 2x. It is S1 plus S2, not S1 minus S2. Into what is the total time you are taking? T hours. Same distance is set. Okay. Now what is it? 2x plus y into what? 2x minus y by what? Sum of speeds 4x in what time? TT anyway cancel. 1s are 2s are 2 1s are 2 40s. X square minus y square 4x square minus y square is equals to what? 40 by 161. Can I say so? Now tell me, cross multiply. You can cross multiply, you can find out the difference. It's up to you. If I find out the difference between these two, I'm doing denominator minus numerator. I'm doing denominator minus numerator. Okay. So tell me how do we, or else you can cross multiply, that is better. 161 x square minus 161 y square is equals to 160 x square minus 40 y square. Is that clear? X square is equals to 121 y square. X is equals to 11y. X is to y is equals to 11 is to 1. The formula used, distance is equals to S1 S2 by S1 plus S2 into time. Total time this is. Is that clear? Answer is 11 is to 1. Car can cover a distance of 144 kilometers in 1.8 hours. In what time will cover? Will it cover double the distance when the speed is increased by? When speed is increased by 20%. Double the distance means 2 into 144. What is usual speed? 144 by 1.8 is the usual speed. But the speed is increased by how much? 20%. 20% increase means 6 by 5 because 120 by 100. What I can cancel first? 5 into 1.5 is 9. So if it 9 goes up, how many hours? 3 hours. Okay. A train is running at 48 km per hour, crosses a man going with the speed of 12 km per hour in the same direction. In how many seconds? 18 seconds, and passes a woman coming from the opposite direction in 12 seconds. The speed of a woman. First of all, the speed of train is a train running at 48 km per hour crosses a man going with the speed of 12 kilometers per hour in the same direction in how many seconds? 18 seconds. In both the cases, what is same you think? Is it not the distance, the length of train is same in both the cases? Right? Now I can take 48. It is in the same direction, therefore 36 kilometers per hour. How many seconds? Okay. The same direction in 18 seconds. Distance is same means speed into time. Passes a woman coming from a opposite direction in 12 seconds. The speed of a woman. Take it as 48 plus s. 12 ones are 12 threes are. 48 plus s is equals to 6 km per hour. What is the formula I am using? In both the cases, length of train is same. Therefore, S1 S2 is equals to D2. Okay, S1 S2 S1 T1 is equals to S2 T2. I'm not finding the length of train, it is waste of time. Directly do S1 T1 is equals to S2 T2. S1 is 48 minus 12. S2 is plus S. T1 is 18 seconds. T2 is 12 seconds. That's all. A train covers 450 kilometers at a uniform speed. If the speed had been 5 kilometers per hour more, it would have taken 1 hour less to cover the same distance. How much time will it take to cover 315 kilometers at its usual speed? What is the formula that we use? Distance is equals to S1 S2 by S1 minus S2 into time gap. What is the time gap here? 450. S1 is the usual speed. If it is 5 more, S plus 5. What is the difference? 5. 1 hour less. That is 1. Can you tell me what is S into S plus 5? 5 into 450. Okay. So 450 locally, 50 into 9 you can write. So I'll take it as 50 into 45. I'm writing 450 into 5 as 50 into 9 to 5. So usually is 45, then S plus 5 is 50. Therefore, what is the speed here? 45. How much time it will take to cover 315? 45. Tell me. 45 sevens are 315. Simply 7 hours. Place A and B are 45 kilometers apart from each other. A car starts from a place A and another car starts from the place B at the same time. If they move in the same direction, they meet up. Okay, they meet in how many arcs? 4.5 arcs. Same direction means what is the relative speed? Relative speed is speed A minus B. A minus B, 45 kilometers, it can cover in how many arcs? 4.5, which is 9 by 2 arcs. If they move towards each other, they meet in 27 minutes. 27 minutes converted into arcs. How much it is? 10. How much it is? 9 5s are, 9 3s are. 3 into 20, therefore it is 100. What is the speed of the car which moves faster? Obviously, BB you cancel. What is 2A? 110. What is A? 55. What is B? 45. Faster one is A. Taking the relative speeds in both the cases, relative speed is equals to what? Simply I'm taking distance by time. If they are approaching each other, it is plus. If they're moving in the same direction, it is minus. Speed of a motorboat in still water is 20 km per hour. If it travels 150 km downstream and returns this to the starting point, if the round trip takes a total of 16 hours, what is the speed of the flow of the river? You need to find out why. 150 kilometers downstream, which is 20 plus y. 150 kilometers upstream, which is 20 minus y. How many hours? 16 hours. What is the flow of the river? Which option you would like to take from the options? The better option would be 5. If I just take y is equals to 5 and check it, what is 150 by 25 and 150 by 15? 6, 10, 16. It's not easy when you substitute y from the options. Rather than solving a quadratic equation, again you can do it simply.